Would a change help your company? We know change tends to have resistance with ourselves and our team in a company, but we know that change is necessary for improvement and growth. Michael Gerber in the E-Myth talks about systems that make change. And if you haven't read the E-Myth, Michael Gerber, it's an amazing book. So the systems that make a change are wonderful, but as we know, there's challenges with change. So for example, in our business, Shamrock, we had the guys go out, get their trucks organized every morning, and they had a checklist. And they checked everything off so they would have everything on their truck when they got to the site. And they would give it to the supervisor and myself, and we'd look at it and we'd say, well, you're missing these things. They're not on your truck, but you checked them. So go back and do the system again. Or they'd be on site at the end of the job. They'd have to ask a couple questions. They'd have to get referrals from the client. They'd have to get book another appointment so that we'd have repeat business, and then they'd ask for reviews from the client. And those three things needed to be done, but we weren't there to hold them accountable, so they didn't necessarily follow the system. And the sales guys, we had great scripts. Eric, my business partner, wrote great scripts, but they didn't follow them to sell the job, so they didn't sell many jobs. So the challenges with the system were that they didn't understand why they were doing it. So Eric created the morning tech meeting where he explained why it was important to get your checklist ready, to ask the questions at the end of the job, to follow the sales script. And once they understood the why, they started grasping it a little bit. They started communicating with each other. They'd call the office staff and they'd have little conversations. The why became a theme for the day. So that lesson was important. So as they started having more communication, there was more buy-in. They'd even talk to Erica and I about it, and there was more buy-in with why the systems needed to be done. So that was great. So all of a sudden we were getting over the challenges of getting the systems done, and all of a sudden our business started improving. All from a 10-minute meeting in the morning. That system fueled everything else. So we want to bring that system to you. So there's a box you can click, and you click that box, you can get information on Morning Tech Meeting, and that 10 minutes that we had, you can have for your team to change your culture and your team and have more systems and have a better business. We'll see you on the other side.